What's up? Mark Haynes doing stuff. Okay, so 4 days ago, I made a video on this channel talking about the Mr. Olympia competition, which was happening this weekend, which just happened. And I made my predictions. So I thought it would only be appropriate to make a follow-up video to that to see how I did with my predictions, how everything turned out, and how well I did or bad I did with my predictions. So, as it turns out, here's what I got right. I predicted the winner of the Mr. Olympia competition. So, I said that I felt that Derek Lunsford was going to win the entire competition, and that was the only thing I was correct about, actually. He won. I predicted it because he won the Arnold Classic earlier this year, and he won the Pittsburgh Pro, so he's beaten all the people that he lost to. He lost to Samson Dauda last year. He got third place last year at the Olympia, but I thought he was going to win because he's won the Olympia before, which is another thing I find interesting about the Mr. Olympia. When I first got into bodybuilding, Ronnie Coleman was the Olympia. He was Mr. Olympia, and he won 8 straight years. So it seems like, and then before him was Dorian Yates. He won it 7 straight years. Before that, you had Lee Haney winning it like 8 straight. So it was like one dominant champion would win, and then he'd just keep this winning streak going for several years. Phil Heath went on to win it like seven years straight. Nowadays, it seems like every year somebody different wins, and it keeps flip-flopping between like 3 different guys. So, I just had a feeling that Derek Lunsford was going to win, and he did. Second place, though, I actually predicted Hadi Chupin to get 4th place. He got 2nd, so I was 2 places off with that one. Not a terrible prediction, but I underestimated how good he was going to do. And so I owe him an apology. He was better than I thought. He ended up getting 2nd place. 3rd place now. This was a shock. As you can remember from my prediction video, I felt that Nick Walker was going to be in 3rd place because of all the hype that he had coming up to him, coming into the contest. He was posting a lot of stuff on social media. He was looking really good in the photos. He was probably the biggest disappointment of the contest. He ended up in 6th place, which isn't bad. That's only 3 off of what I predicted him. But I was even, he said he was going to win it. All his fans said he was going to win it. He had all this hype coming into it. He didn't live up to it. It happens. He got 6th place. I thought he was going to get 3rd. But in 3rd place was actually Andrew Jacked, who I didn't even have in my top 5. So I knew he looked great. I knew his physique was amazing. I just didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't include him in the top 5. And I was way off with that. I figured he was going to get like around 6th place or something. But yeah, Andrew Jacked with 3rd place. Very impressive in his showing. I would say maybe someday he could win the whole thing, but I don't know. He's getting a little older now. He's older than me, I believe, so might be running out of time, but it's possible because he looked amazing and he's getting better. So the Nigerian guy, Andrew Jacked, looked awesome. 4th place was maybe, I said that Nick Walker was the biggest disappointment. It might have been Samson Dauda. He got 4th place. He was actually the guy who won it last year, so he dropped from 1st all the way down to 4th. So that's like really rare that you would see someone drop that low, especially after winning it the year previous. So he was all the way down in 4th, which is still amazing. He's the 4th best bodybuilder in the world, but when you just spent the last year as the champion, as the best bodybuilder on the planet, and then you fall down to 4th. that's got to sting a little bit, you know. It's got to hurt the ego to drop that low from where you were. So, and then 5th place, as you remember in my video, I predicted the Iranian Beirut Tabani would be in 5th. I was way off with that, which I said in the video, though, if you remember, I said he's never been compared against these some of these really good guys, so it was kind of a toss-up with him. He ended up getting 11th place, so I thought he was going to be as high as 5th, but he didn't look as good when you compared him against some of the top tier bodybuilders, which I've never seen him against. I've only ever seen him in pictures of himself. So he got 11th place. I was way off with that one. I'll admit that one, I was wrong. 5th place actually was Martin Fitzwater, who I overlooked this guy. Last year he did the Mr. Olympia. He did really well. He was top 5 last year. And he did some contests earlier this year, and I didn't think he looked that good at him. And, you know, I'm sure everybody would say that too. So I didn't think that he had the momentum coming into this. I thought maybe last year was a fluke that he placed so well. I think he was like 4th last year at the Olympia. I thought it was a fluke. My bad. It wasn't a fluke. He looked amazing. He got 5th place. So that was really impressive. So yeah, so my predictions, the only one I got right was the winner. I picked Derek Lunsford to win. He did. I picked Samson Dauda to get 2nd place. He got 4th. So I was 2 places off with that. I was 3 places off with Nick Walker. And I was like 6 places off with Beirut Tabani. I thought Hadi Chupin was going to get 4th. He got 2nd, so I was only 2 places off with that. So my predictions weren't, you know, terrible, but I only got one thing right. And but it was a good Mr. Olympia. A lot of guys in it. Everyone, you know, a lot of guys brought their A game. Some guys were disappointments, but all in all, it was cool. I wanted to make this video as a follow-up to show you, you know, anytime you're making these predictions, that's all it is a prediction. It's really hard to say where these guys are going to end up. And as you can see, even someone who's knows a lot about the sport and follows it pretty closely, still way off with a lot of things. So it's unpredictable, but that's what we like about it, is that, you know, things, especially nowadays, there's not a dominant champion, so things are flip-flopping around. Anybody can win on any given day, it seems like. So it's cool, but just wanted to make that video. I'll go back to doing other stuff tomorrow and stuff, but just wanted to follow up with you guys about the Olympia. If anybody checked that out, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Mark Haynes doing stuff. Thank you.